It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Very happy to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith, and relatively happy to be here with Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. For Philadelphia, a good season so far for them, sitting comfortably in fourth place in the Eastern Conference. Very similar to the level of success they had last year. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint.
Let me write that one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon.
Not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaq-Stradamus.
Shaq-Stradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many moons ago.
I've never heard that before.
You're acting like it's your original thought.
It is my original
I've never heard that before.
It's not a marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get it.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh.
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
Oh.
I've never heard that either.
No, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
It's the city of brotherly love, home of the Liberty Bell, where the 76ers are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Today's game finds the Grizzlies winding down their road trip. Well, they know they have their work cut out for them here tonight and during a stretch of games facing a lot of talented teams.
And for the Grizzlies, they talked a lot in the preseason about how they wanted to bounce back from last year's disappointment. So far, they look to be on track to do just that.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Ben Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football. It may be one reason he's so comfortable attacking defenses and creating. He said, you have to read the defenders, draw them, then get rid of it. Otherwise, you're going to get tackled. Well, that's a foul in the NBA, but I understand his sentiment. Guys?
And David, he is not shy about contact at all. Thanks. And now, Chris, a few games under their belts, we're seeing some inexperienced guys take that next step, make that leap.
Well, yeah, I mean, guys are really doing a great job on that level and given the opportunity to play in this game. And it's maybe because so many young players are being counted on for big roles now. You know, the game has kind of changed where in the past they would be on the side learning from a veteran and being kind of introduced and slowly introduced to the game. Right now, though, guys, we've seen what they've done in college. We know that they've had great coaches and great coaching. And so, yes, the bar has moved up where we expect younger players to do more because the game is built for younger players. Fast-paced,
right.
Speed of the game, shooting threes, just having fun out there. And so, yeah, I think a lot more is expected of young guys. And I think they're embracing the fact that they have a lot more responsibility.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Conley out there with Garrett Temple. And it's Green in at the 5 spot. Now here's Conley. Anderson passes to Conley. Clock at 6. Green up on top. He tries for 3. And Simmons with the rebound. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Wizards.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
Almost beyond belief, Greg. I mean, even on a bad night, you think they'd at least be competitive.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
And you watch Kyle Henderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
And the first one drops. And with Anderson, the defense has been a focus for him the last few seasons.
And even though Anderson doesn't get up and down the floor fast, he still has quick hands and feet. Is being asked to guard some of the top forwards in the league for this team and wants players to try and shoot over him so he can use his length. Considers it a win if his assignment takes a jumper and doesn't get around it.
Oh, a fantastic season a year ago for the 76ers. Think about it, 52 wins for them, and they secured the 3rd seed in the East. A far cry from where they were just a few seasons ago.
That one goes. Count it. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Temple, covered by Redick. Anderson finds Conley. Off target from outside. And the improvement for the 76ers happened so fast. Last year, the team went from the cellar to front runner.
Well, when they got healthy, they got good. Having Simmons and Embiid for a full year, huge. I mean, they lost to the Celtics, but that's just part of the learning process for this group.
Here's Temple after J.J. Redick's bucket. Here's Green. Goes back up. No good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
A very shaky start for them. After 4 attempts, they're still trying to find a target.
Shots good by Simmons.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Conley with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Anderson outside. They kick it out to Green. The three-pointer is right on target.
Now, that was a long time coming. Took them 5 attempts to get their first bucket.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Passes it to Redick. Fires at the elbow. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 6 points for J.J. Redick.
Taking this defense to task so far. No misses in their first 5 attempts.
And Anderson kicks to Jackson. Back to Anderson. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer. Jackson misses. Philadelphia leading by 5. To the inside. Stolen by Anderson. Now here's Conley. He's guarded closely. It's deflected.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
Now here's Covington. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
And Temple kicks to Conley. Bounce pass Temple. Fires the 3. Conley's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Fultz the pass to Muscala. It's good. Muscala's got his first points of the game.
Oh, fruitful possession. Just doing what they can to extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. The pass to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Another miss by Conley.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Simmons. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Simmons got his second basket of the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last year, C-Webb, the Grizzlies really had a hard time getting good looks.
Only 3 teams had a worse field goal percentage. Now, they lost their starting point guard for most of the year, but at some point, someone else has to step up.
And all right, a chance to check out stats for Covington. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging 12 points, over 2.5 steals, and 5 rebounds. And you love his anticipation, all those steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
His nose for the ball has never been better. I mean, Greg, his transition defense really stands out. If you get careless in the open court, he'll make you pay.
Here's Temple, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Redick surveying the D. Outside, Simmons. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And it's Conley with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 11. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Temple can't get it to go.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Here's Fultz. Lays it up and banks it in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Outside Conley to the inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, the floor general skills of Conley. I mean, he has a fantastic feel for when his teammates need the rock.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Floats one up. He kicks it to Muscala over Green, and that's good off the glass that time.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Fultz. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The shifty nature of Fultz's game, I mean, it often puts the defense in a bind. Difficult trying to guard without fouling. You know, Markelle Fultz had a rookie year that was up and down, to say the least. He missed so much time during the injury. I mean, he reworked his shot. He eventually came back right at the end of the season and got right back into the swing of things.
Two shots.
That one is off. And Chris, when Fultz came back and was healthy, you could see why he was taken first overall.
Well, just a very smart player with the ball and creates space and chances with ease. I mean, he's great at stopping short on drives and dropping one in. His speed, his quickness, I think they're going to be hard to match for a long time.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
But that's what I love about Fultz. He does a little bit of everything. Scores, rebounds, passes.
Temple dishes to Conley. Anderson against Covington. Covington with the steal. To the paint, and now here comes Simmons leading the break.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Now here's Green. 11 points for him in that last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Jackson against Simmons. Kicks it to Muscala. Covington against Anderson. Back to Covington. 6 to shoot. Now here's Redick. Not a lot of room. Another shot. And it's good on the way in. Redick's got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. Chris, you had a lengthy NBA career. From what you observed, talk about the differences in how various coaches hold practices and try to teach.
You just want to keep guys motivated. You want guys to listen and then execute. And whatever you can do to get their ear, gain their trust, and then get them to go out there and execute. So if you're on a veteran team, you may have a smaller practice but with more intensity, meaning maybe you only practice an hour of live work going back and forth and scrimmaging, whereas if you're a young team, you might be able to expect 2 hours of scrimmaging every day. do the players understand the culture? Do they understand the tenets of the offense and the defense? And usually coaches coach by that need and necessity of the team as opposed to just having one structure. And so in Washington, we had 3-a-days during training camp, as opposed to in Sacramento later in my career, it would be one practice because we're all old. We need to make sure that we get the most intensity out of this practice and then save our legs for the game.
Philadelphia leading by 17. McConnell kicks to Johnson. Back to McConnell. Pass to Šarić. Over Parsons. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Caspi. Left side, Jackson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Shooting one.
That's good from Jackson. Last season, the Grizzlies' offensive numbers plummeted. One area where they excelled, though, the free throw line.
They shot a very high percentage from the charity stripe. Didn't get there as much as they would have liked, partly because they lack shot creators.
2 points. That one goes. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Harrison kicks to Parsons. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Caspi's got his first points of the night.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
McConnell finds Chandler. Down low, stolen by Brooks. Passes it to Harrison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the pass to Caspi. Over Chandler. Here's Jackson, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's McConnell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. For the three, Chandler. Harrison with the rebound. And Caspi kicks to Jackson. Rebound by the 76ers.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now Parsons after the missed three from Dario Šarić. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That'll be his second foul of the game. .149 left to play in the first quarter. Harrison kicks to Parsons. And that one drops for him.
You got to marvel at how Parsons keeps his balance, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Bounce pass from McConnell. Johnson surveying the floor. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Chandler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Harrison. He kicks it to Caspi. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. From deep three-point range, Brooks misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Sharge inside. Covered by Parsons. And that one, good. Sharge has got his second bucket of the night.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Now here's Jackson. He has 5. Brooks right side. Unloads from 13. Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And that 6'10" Parsons is a handful inside. He's great at using his size to draw contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Chandler Parsons. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Parsons.
Having signed some big free agent contracts in his career, Parsons has really only been held back by knee troubles.
Both free throws good from Parsons. Now McConnell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kicks it to Sharge. Over Parsons. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Well, it's the shot selection. That's been a positive for them thus far and a negative for their opponent.
And so it's Philadelphia taking a 19-point lead into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He's one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Caspi. Jackson is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then it's Brooks, and it's Harrison in at the 1. Parsons' shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 19.
And Chandler Parsons, a player who's just had some bad luck with injury. Yeah, you think back to when he was at full health and how impactful of a player he was. Still working to get back to that level, but it's been a long journey for Parsons.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. And with Parsons, it wasn't that long ago he was a top small forward with his scoring and playmaking.
You know, at one time thought to be the ideal small forward, you know, to give you a little bit of everything on the floor, could get to the rim, could stretch it with the perimeter shooting and a solid defender. His outside shooting, I think, still there, but the burst that allowed him to get good looks is something injuries may have taken away.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2. shooting 2, gentlemen.
No good on that one. Every year there seem to be a few rookies, C-Web, who immediately show that they should have been drafted a lot higher. Why is there the difficulty in placing these guys where they should be drafted? Why are evaluations sometimes wrong?
Evaluations, they can be so iffy because of a team skill set. I tell a lot of players when they come into the NBA, don't be frustrated after your first year or second year if you haven't played the way that you want. In order to be a great basketball player, you have to have a great situation, a team that needs you to do certain things at certain times that you can do for them. And so I think why evaluating is so hard is because you're evaluating the player and then evaluating the unknown, how they fit in with these different pieces that have already been established on your team. And that's kind of the wild card. You can know if a guy can shoot, dribble, and pass, but how does it work with the other players on the team? And so there's some GMs that have missed out on a lot of great talent, but you can't beat them all up because it's so many moving parts into this evaluation that usually it's easier to get it wrong than right.
Green with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up, and Parsons gets it to go.
Well, we know Parsons loves the perimeter. Though with a lot of moving parts to his mechanics, he does lack some consistency.
McConnell kicks to Chandler. Dishes it to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Now, here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 14.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. The son of former NBA coach Bernie Bickerstaff, JB got his first head coaching job here in Memphis.
Yeah, I played for his father, such an intense coach and with a deep playbook. And after Fizdale was fired, JB was named the Grizzlies interim head coach. Before that, he had been an assistant in Charlotte, Minnesota, Houston. He's a young guy, but he's been around basketball a long time.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Parsons for three, gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Simmons against Parsons. No good from Simmons. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Parsons with it. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Covington kicks to Redick. Pass to Muscala. Over Green. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
To the middle, here's Parsons, and that one falls coming off Conley's feed. Parsons got 17 now.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside, Simmons. And he slams it down right on top of Jermichael Green.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Conley, the pass to Parsons, and finished off by Parsons.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. There's the dish to Redick. No good on the three.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Conley. The shot's good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The 76ers leading by 7. And here's Fultz. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington. He dishes it to Redick. Good work defensively by Conley. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on an 18-6 run. Down low, here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
One of the premier small forwards as far as passing the ball is concerned. Parsons, he's a creator.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And an air ball on that one. Way off. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Out to Conley. Back to Parsons. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here is Conley. Last game with 30 points. They kick it out to Green. From deep, 4 on the shot clock. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Philadelphia has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Fultz the pass to Simmons. Over Conley. No good from Simmons. And so it's Parsons with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Anderson outside. Takes it out to Parsons.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He misses the free throw. We'll see, Webb, there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
When it starts with the Embiid, you know, he's talking junk out there. And think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays with. This group genuinely get along, and they play for each other. The trials they went through to get here as a core, they should have all the confidence in the world.
Muscala dishes to Covington. Right side, Redick. And again, unable to change momentum here. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Anderson against Covington. 5 to shoot. Anderson in the post, defended by Covington. Anderson against Covington, and the wide open shot from Green. And another miss by Memphis. The 76ers lead. Outside for Redick. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
That gives them the lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Over the last few years, JaMychal Green has seen more and more time with the starters.
Oh, he's shown he can be a productive finisher for this team. He's a solid rebounder with a good work rate. He needs to improve his defense, as that is a weak spot of his game right now.
Jackson, he's checked in for Parsons. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Temple. Shoots over Redick. And he overshot that one, missing. 76ers trailing. There's the pass to Simmons. And it's Fultz atop the key. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Green finds Jackson. Anderson outside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Fultz. He has 6. And Redick, here we go. He kicks to Muscala. Redick trying to get open. Muscala gets the bucket. Muscala's got 7.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
At the elbow, Green. Pass to Temple. Back to Green. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Superb at switching gears at a moment's notice. Fultz is flat out awesome at driving inside.
Here's Temple. His last outing, he had 8 points. Conley gets the bucket.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
And really, man, they played their hearts out. Missed a couple opportunities down the stretch, and that was the difference.
Absolutely right, Greg. That's all it takes. A play here, a play there, a detail that isn't accounted for, it stings.
To the left wing, the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Covington's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Conley feeling it out. Green inside the 3-point line, and that one is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Fultz kicks to Simmons, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. And Philadelphia making a change here. Sharge is checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Caspi comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Dylan Brooks in for Garrett Temple. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the half. Now here's Fultz, covered by Conley. Fultz, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Now Caspi, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Redick against Conley. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Sharge. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. And for Memphis, they're shooting 40% from the field. And Caspi kicks to Conley. Back to Caspi. The Grizzlies with another miss. The 76ers leading by 5. Sharge passes to Simmons. Outside for Redick. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
Now here's Conley. And the shot goes down. Conley's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's so crafty near the bucket. You give Conley a little room to work with, he'll do his thing.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers ahead, leading by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Amir, you guys really changed the energy level tonight. What has been the focus?
Just while playing with a sense of urgency, you know. We made some mistakes last game, and we're playing much better this game. We got to clean up on a few mistakes and just playing with a sense of urgency.
Amir, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. J.J. Redick had no problems getting going. He had 10 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Downtown Philadelphia, as seen from high above. Welcome back to the Cradle of Liberty, as we like to call it here on 2K, here in eastern Pennsylvania. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Chandler Parsons.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. Ben Simmons is out there with Mike Muscala, and it's Fultz in at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Simmons. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And I like that they're not settling, hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Here's Temple, guarded by Simmons. From deep.
The length of Fultz really bothers shooters. Good at using it to get into their airspace.
Kicks it to Covington. Outside, Redick. A second chance effort, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, C-Webb, J.J. Redick has just continued to age well. He's a fantastic player now into his 30s.
Well, Redick keeps adding to his game, but the shooting never changes. He's shot well over 40 from deep for his career. Redick is a player who doesn't rely on his burst or his first step to score. I mean, he can keep playing like this for a long time.
The first one falls.
Well, look, an outstanding role player. Redick is an incredible sniper who feels comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Good on both.
Yeah, and for years, the Memphis Grizzlies were a team that everyone hated to face, and an extremely proud franchise trying to right the ship after a terrible showing last season.
Right side, Conley. From deep, Green. Rebound by the 76ers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Third straight miss to start the half, but it's still early. No need to panic.
Snatched away. Here's Temple. And no good that time. Great D that time from Redick. And for the Grizzlies, the one thing you can always count on was, Chris, they would bring maximum effort every game.
last year was very out of character for them. The team lost its focus, lost some of its will to win, some of its fight. Going forward, expect major changes to this roster.
Here's Anderson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
For Memphis, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Some changes for Philadelphia. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz.
One shot, gentlemen.
That one misses for Anderson.
And think about, Kevin, this talented 76ers team. Coach Brown helped shape and form the core of this roster. I mean, he's come up with the group much as they have grown under him.
Outside, Redick. And the 76ers get it back. McConnell with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 5 to shoot. Over Conley. They get the rebound. McConnell finds Chandler. Back to McConnell. Pass to Simmons. With the clock winding down, and Simmons slams it in.
Once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
And with Brown, he has the trust of the players because they have gone through the same trying times.
And let's not undervalue what stability has meant for this group. Having a coach like Coach Brown, who has been through the ups and downs with the Sixers, it makes players play that much harder for him.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for J.J. Redick. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Andrew Harrison comes in for Michael Conley. Jackson misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Such a wide open look. 16 points for Ben Simmons.
Such an assertive player. When you're not up on Simmons, he's capable of torching you off the pass.
Green against Johnson. Green passes to Harrison. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harrison's got his first 2 points.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Simmons. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 13-point game. Green against Johnson. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 8. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. McConnell kicks to Chandler. Over Harrison. Second chance shot. Chandler with the bucket, getting it done inside. 5 points in the game.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Harrison passes to Parsons. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Ben Simmons.
Sheer willpower from Parsons. You could tell he embraces trying to score through the foul.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Parsons. And Chris, you spent time here with the 76ers in your career and led them to a postseason run. How much does the city bond when that happens?
Well, I tell you what, I love my time in Philly. I mean, I was injured late in my career, and I got so much love. If you play hard, they'll give you love. If you play hard, they'll respect you. I mean, Seeing that here with both the 76ers and their football team, how they go all out, how they give you that love, and their baseball team. I mean, they were third in attendance, and fans don't get enough credit for their love of the team. Yeah, they could be cruel at times, but when you win, they love you, and they go all out.
Inside, Harrison. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yes.
Harrison's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can't find much better shot than that one.
McConnell finds Simmons. Stolen away. Fast break, Memphis. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Jackson.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Chandler dishes to Simmons. McConnell scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Grizzlies pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Parsons gets it to go. Parsons got 25 points.
Normally Parsons does more of his damage on the perimeter, but here he is punching it inside.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Parsons against Chandler. Swiped it away. Parsons with it, outguarded by Simmons.
Parsons is on another level right now. He's filling it up.
Here's McConnell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the 76ers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Sharch checked in for Ben Simmons. And Robert Covington subbed in for Korkmaz. Philadelphia leading by 3. And here's McConnell. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Yep, it counts. And that's now 7 points for Wilson Chandler. And for Memphis, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. Harrison kicks to Caspi. From deep, Brooks sinks the triple.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Now, here's McConnell, guarded closely. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And with over 20 years as a franchise, the Grizzlies still haven't had that one tremendous season. Just one conference final appearance, and they have yet to make an NBA Finals.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, talking about the Grizzlies, before last year it looked like they were on the upswing, Chris, but then the wheels fell off completely.
Age and injuries, the two momentum killers. You need to infuse young talent, and the Grizzlies' draft record has been spotty at best.
Jackson, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. He's perfect from the line this time. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Harrison passes to Parsons. Jackson looking around. Shoots from 12. And that one's good, Harrison. Harrison's got 6 points.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Johnson outside. Shoots from 8 and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, and you know what? He's underrated there. Johnson with length, athleticism, and he can finish with either hand inside.
Caspi finds Parsons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Markelle Fultz is checked in for the 76ers. He doesn't get the second one. Philadelphia leading by 3. Saric right side. Got a piece of it. Here's Harrison, guarded by Fultz. Harrison kicks to Jackson. Here is Caspi. Here's Parsons. A rebound by Johnson. To the middle. And slam dunk by Saric.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Harrison passes to Caspi. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Parsons on the wing. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 33 points for Chandler Parsons.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Covington against Brooks. Covington kicks to Fultz. On the wing, Chandler. 6 to shoot. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And some changes here for the 76ers. Mike Muscala is checked in for Johnson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Wilson Chandler. Mike Conley's checked in for the Grizzlies. .139 left to play in the 3rd. Brooks against Covington. Shoots. That one, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And Caspi kicks to Conley. Jackson passes to Harrison. Yes! And the foul.
That's good.
It's on Markelle Fultz.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
For Memphis, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
1 shot, gentlemen.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Michael Conley picks one up.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
Here's Harrison. He's got 9. Passes it to Caspi. Buries it down low. Caspi's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And look how gracefully Caspi is through the contact, just bouncing off the defender and finishing off the bucket in style.
And Redick kicks to Muscala. Corner shot. Almost, but it rolls out.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Conley with a wide-open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Redick against Jackson. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And the energy Redick has is what gets him in these calls. I mean, he's difficult to guard sometimes without fouling.
The 76ers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And both free throws good for Redick.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Outside Conley. Brooks outside. No good with the triple. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Enzo Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 1 on the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Anderson is out there with Caspi. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Conley. And it's Jackson in at the 5 down low. Conley dishes to Anderson. 5 on the clock. From the arc. Redick with the rebound. Redick's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against the Lakers, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Back to Brooks. Conley for 3. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Fultz the pass to Šarić. Over Caspi. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Šarić.
Oh, you can't let Šarić get comfortable shooting from mid-range. I mean, once this happens, it's a wrap.
Fades back. And And the shot no good, a bit short.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Fultz, good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Proving why he was the #1 pick in 2017. Fultz is capable of finishing under duress inside.
Conley kicks to Jackson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Here's Fultz. To the inside. Here's Covington. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Wow, the solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad and you're going to regret it.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Memphis.
Shooting one.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Greg, with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
Clock is at 3. Here's Anderson. Sinks that one from the post. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Sharch finds Covington. Poked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
He's decent at getting a shot for himself. I like watching Reddick get tricky with his handles every so often.
Conley, the pass to Anderson. He kicks to Green. Shot clock at 5. Brooks outside. Shot from the wing. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Sharch. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And now a 3-point 76ers lead. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Conley gets the bucket.
And he's leaning on the three-point shot a little more in this half. Only had one before the break, but he's got 3 of them since then.
And Reddick kicks to Fultz. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
It's important that Fultz keeps adding to his offensive arsenal. I love seeing him get hot.
Green finds Brooks. Now Casper puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Fultz has got 5 rebounds tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Markelle Fultz. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Fultz. Garrett Temple has checked in for Memphis. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Grizzlies trail by 3. The pass to Anderson. Pass to Conley. Here's Temple. And that one hits back iron. Philadelphia leading by 3. Tipped away. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Conley's running. Temple gets the bucket.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And they have to. I mean, this isn't the time in the game to be careful. This is the time to attack.
Outside, Redick. Fultz kicks to Redick. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 5 assists tonight.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
Outside Conley, 11 feet away, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Redick is in the corner. Back to Covington. From down in the low post, it goes. Now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Dishes it to Green. Outside Conley. Pass to Temple. The tray. Hits it from 3-point range.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
Now Saric to the inside. Here's Covington. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Covington's got 7 points here in this quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside Conley. Here is Caspi. High arcing shot. Rebound by Muscala. Now here's Fultz. Covered by Conley. Now here's Fultz. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And that one's good. Green. Here's Fultz. Saric outside. Passes it to Redick. Kicks to Covington. Over in the corner, Fultz. Sweet little floater. Fultz has got 10 points here in the second half.
And the talent Fultz has, it's evident. He's terrific at finding ways to score close to the basket.
Right side, Conley. Back to Caspi. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And Caspi is just a nuisance to guard for many reasons, including his ability to get big down low and come away with the easy bucket.
Charged with the bounce pass. Muscala dishes to Redick. The wing jumper off target.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And he makes the first.
During Caspi's career, he has seen his role improve. A dependable scorer who can flat out fill it up, especially from beyond the arc.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Good on both. The 76ers leading by 4. Fultz with the ball. To the paint. Here's Sharge. And slam dunk by Sharge.
I mean, dunking is simple for Sarge. He just needs good position.
Grizzlies have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Conley kicks to Jackson. A 3-ball. It's good from long range. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. And here's Covington from the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now Casper. The pass to Green. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
It's only a matter of time until his three-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
Fultz. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Awesome focus from the crafty guard. Fultz relishing any opportunity he gets to take big shots.
Conley, the pass to Temple. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from Green.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. He's out competing guys.
And Fultz is a menace inside. Superb at making the D foul him when he's this close to the basket.
Markelle Fultz. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Temple finds Anderson. It's deflected. And here is Sharge down low. Here's Redick. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Redick's got 11 points here in just the second half. Inside, Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Conley. The teardrop falls in.
He's a natural leader. And when it's a big possession, Conley comes alive and finds a way to deliver.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
A good league is even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Memphis has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Redick with the bucket.
One of Redick's favorite shots. If defenders are going to lay off him, he's going to torch him.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Jackson, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Saric.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Jackson. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Redick. He's guarded closely. And there's the call on Garrett Temple. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Simmons checked in for Dario Saric. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Markelle Fultz.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Conley. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And look at the calm attitude of Conley. Amazing at staying in control and coming through in the clutch.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
At the line for your 76ers, Markelle Fultz. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so here's Memphis.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game, but they're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happening.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Outside, Simmons. So the 76ers win it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.